Here we have the floating dock and a little walkway out to it. But I'm going to probably go right about in this area. The reason I'm doing this is because the kids like to come over and go swimming. Well, their kind of swimming is jump out or jump off the dock, crawl back up the shore, jump off the dock. So all that swimming like that stirs up all the mud and sediment in the pond. So this way I can have a dock going out there. They can jump off and have a good time. Crawl up the ladder. We also have a little helper. At least with a couple of the holes. The rest of the structure will be in the water. But sure takes the pain out of digging post holes by yourself with a shovel and a pick. So I gotta get to work. Hold on, we'll see what happens. Between the rain, all I got done was one post and another post. The thing I wanted to grab the camera and show you was when you're in the hole backfilling, just grab a bar and pound it all in, pack it in tight. It'll stiffen it up from moving. We're right close to the shore, so that'll help keep any water from penetrating in. I drilled a hole that close to the pond and ran into no water. So I got good clay content. It's not leaching into the surrounding area. And the bar is just a drag link off one of my trucks. You can use the tip of the shovel for a little while. Helps get it in there. But that's an important part. Tamping all the fresh fill to tighten up the posts. We'll come back when I get something else done. Okay, we're back. It's the next day. Yesterday we had a little problem with the rain. Kind of shut us down. But I took advantage of it. Pulled the truck trailer, everything into the barn, pre-drilled, pre-cut everything. So today we can figure out how to build this thing. So I'll show you what we got done so far and go from there. Hang on. Of course, we got the wind, and we got the audience too. Everybody's watching. We zip over here, and where we go? They're over there somewhere. There's the duckies. All right. Anyways, there we are, and I got two posts in. Plumb, level, square, tamped in, so they're good and solid, because we're going to be yanking and cranking on them for a little bit, for a while. And in the trailer we have all our stuff we need. Went ahead and pre-cut the joists. Top of the trailer, I got the two long runners, pre-drilled those, and I'm going to screw it together. Some of the stakes got the angle points on it to pound into the ground. And 4x4s, my plan is we're going to put rebar inside, and that's going to get pounded into the ground, inside, underwater in the ground, to help hold it stable and level throughout the seasons. At least this is I don't know, a good example. We could look at this in a few years and see if it lasted or if not. So, could be history in the making. Let's get something done, and I'll show you the progress in a little bit. It's been a couple hours now, and so far my idea looks like it's starting to work. So, I started building it, push it out, add another joist, push it out, add another joist, but I also went ahead and made it float. Just temporary till I get stakes in. Strap the blocks of styrofoam in, and that'll float. Where'd I get the styrofoam blocks? You're gonna have to email me to get in contact, because I'm not sure if I can just say where you can get this stuff for free. Or just go to buildingafarmpond.com, sign up and get your free definitive guide, and you'll have access to me. Just reply to those emails. So next we gotta add another joist in here, push it out a little further. But now that it's floating, and if you can hear the wind blowing, that's a problem. So I'm gonna have to tie off, I don't know, some corner and go off to the bank over here somewhere and stake it out, trying to hold it from blowing around in the breeze. Okay, cool. This worked out perfect. Enough styrofoam out on the front end. You know what else? That keeps it nice and level up front. I had to do a little digging in the back. Everything come out right about where I wanted to end up, just a couple inches off the water. Had to dig a little bank out, and gotta get back to work so I can warm up. It's sunny out, but it's cold. Next, I'm gonna head out to the corner. It's floating, and hopefully it holds me while I pound in some steaks. First stakes I'm gonna put in are something to that effect, just so that we'll get a good 1.5 feet, 8 or 18 inches. I guess that's about the same thing. Into the bottom of the pond, and the T-bar is going to rest at the edge of the bottom of the pond. Give it a little more support. Additionally, I'm going to add 4x4s. I'll show you those next when I get those in. But I'm going to crawl out there and start pounding these in. We'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Now, whenever I build anything, it's not really getting built by me unless we have fun. Break out the chainsaw. So that's always fun. Some of these posts we don't need in the way, so we're taking them off. Yes, there's no safety equipment, so be careful, don't do this at home. So there you have it. End of the day, just about done. A couple more boards to go, but and got help from my neighbor. He's bigger than me, so got the post pounded in a lot deeper. And if you have a liner pond or a liner in your pond, don't go pound a post in it, or you're gonna have problems. Other than that, there you go. Pretty much done. I'm calling the deck done. What we did is build a deck on the pond. Except I've been told it's not really a deck, it's more like a pier, because it's anchored on the ground and goes out into the water. So it's built by me, Daryl, and I call it a deck because it's wood and I don't know. Anyways, it's cool. I made the railing kind of short. I think it's 2 feet to the top. No, it's 18 inches to the top, somewhere around there. And now it's a bench you can sit on also, or place your drink on if you already have a chair out on a dock. But this will be cool, give the neighborhood kids something to do. That gets them to, I gotta get the ladder installed, so I'm not quite all the way done, but the deck's done. Put the ladder over here, and they can jump off on this side. It's deeper on this end. That's about it. So be cool, take care, and say bye, geese.